do an insight video today. I've just taken my wife to work, and I've been connecting with a lot of sort of like different energies over the last few days. I still feel like there's a shift from this sort of like fifth dimensional reality to the sixth dimensional vibration and frequency that's happening at the moment. The fifth dimensional frequency is very much sort of like the realms of light, the realms of energy, where the masters and the archangels very much reside. And we're sort of like, these channels are opening up. I've been talking about this triangle the last couple of days, like this. I'm seeing it again in my mind's eye. I'm seeing a triangle with infinite sort of like levels of light and color to it. And again, this is related to the to source energy. There's this infinite sort of like levels of light and energy, and it very much connects to source energy, and the different realities, the different realms of light and energy that are very much around us. This is very symbolic to me personally, because I feel like the more I read about like light workers and light beings, it very much sort of resonates with me. I feel that I've always been sort of seeing light and energy since a young age of like 18 years of age. When I had my awakening, I went through like quite a deep depression, and then after that, I started to see color and light, and I've seen energy like that for quite a long time. And this is very much around sort of like balance and harmony and union. The fifth dimensional reality is very much around sort of like, I keep talking about like heaven on earth, and I was talking about a diamond energy and a diamond shape, which is two triangles. And when the diamond is completely sort of like connected, it's like two triangles, one pointing up and one pointing down. And this is connect. This is the connection of the union of like heaven on earth. Heaven to me is the realms of light and energy, and sort of like the infinite realms. And obviously we've got like earth, which is like the mother earth, Gaia, the planet that we're all part of. And but there's a natural sort of like, there's no separation between those two energies. And again, this is the main teaching I feel that is coming through at the moment. There is no separation. And the sixth dimensional frequency and vibration is about the oneness of all life, of all creation, of all light and energy. That there is no separation. There is no sort of like, wherever we are, however we sort of like, in whatever incarnation, whichever reality we're in, there is no separation. And these masters of light and energy are with us all the time, and are connected to us all the time. And the more we open up to our source energy and this creation and this six dimensional vibration and frequency, the more that we're connected to those realms of light. And it are sort of, for me, again, as I was talking about, like as a light worker, it's very symbolic to me, because I feel that as a light energy and a light being, which I am a light being, I feel that, I'm always connected to that source energy and that source light. And my role and my purpose here is to express it and walk as it. And I feel this is many of our purposes, and very much so is what's happening at the moment. I was just walking back, and I was opening up to the masters, the ascended masters. I was calling upon sort of like Archangel Michael. I was calling Archangel Jophiel, and I was calling upon Archangel Raziel for like universal truth, universal sort of understanding, and I was calling upon and invoking those. Very much so yesterday, I had an experience with angels yesterday, where I had white wings come through to me yesterday. And I've had this experience for a long time. I share these experiences because why I'm sharing them is to try and give you insight in how the masters of light and the archangels work. And I want, I express or share this to try and give you some insight, because there's intuition, and there's sort of like, there's information and there's communication coming through to all of us. And it's about sort of like how we sort of like open up, and how we sort of like recognize that. And recognition is important. As I was sitting there and connecting into it yesterday, I had these two big white angel wings come behind me. And for a long time I've had this, and I've talked in sort of like insights and messages, and I haven't really sort of understood what was going on with it, in a sense. And what I was directed to yesterday, I was seeing different colours, and I was seeing like green, I was seeing blue, I saw purple, I saw like yellow, like a lemon colour, and obviously I was seeing blue as well. And they're every time I see those now, I didn't really sort of like recognise, but they are like the frequencies of the archangels. The colours are symbolic and they link directly to that archangel. So for me, if you see purple, it's like Raziel. Uh, you see this lemon color to me is like Jophiel, and sort of like Jophiel is like the will of God and like the presence and like wisdom of God, and sort of like when I was sort of like connecting into that, I sort of like I realized that I'd been seeing these colors for a long time, and I'd been seeing these angel wings, but I hadn't really sort of made the connection that the colors were like the vibration or the frequency of the archangel, because I wasn't seeing the angel and I wasn't getting a name. I wasn't necessarily recognizing that's what was happening then. And also for me, I'm a clairsentient, so I see clairvoyantly, because obviously I do, because I've got these visions in my mind's eye. But first and foremost, when I receive communication and guidance from spirit or from the masters, I get an impression, and I have to follow feeling. So that's how it starts with me. That impression then goes into a vision, but the first thing I have is that impression. So for me, like with this sort of like shifting from fifth dimensional reality to the sixth dimensional reality, I for me it's like I have to feel the light, feel the energy. I have to feel like I resonate in that energy, in that light, and be that light. I am that light, and when I'm in it, then that's when then the reality starts to be created from that. So for me, it's like when I open up to like masters and lights and energies, I have to like for me it's like a state of being. So it's not a physical thing. It's not something that I see like visually. It's something that I feel and I integrate, and it's like I am it. I become it. It's like that vibration, that frequency. I have to literally be that vibration and that frequency, and that's how things start to resonate with me. As some people see something and then they feel that connection by visually seeing it. For me, I feel it. So we all have different ways of sensing and feeling, and that's important as well, because that's one of the things about us as we start to grow and develop. Another thing I had this morning is Lord Mietra. I hope I've said that right. That's the name that I was given this morning by Ascended Masters. I was connecting into the Ascended Masters. I was calling upon Serapis Bey, who's very much around sort of like the awakening of the soul and the frequencies for ascension. And ascension again is this oneness, this oneness vibration, and this is what the sixth dimensional reality and the vibration is about. And this is what the masters and the angels are trying to teach us at the moment, is trying to get us to understand that we are one vibration, we're one frequency with all creation, with the source energy of all realities, all realms. We're not disconnected from anything. And this is why it's been so important for so many years in spiritual realities and spiritual sort of cultures, that we understand this oneness vibration. The oneness vibration moves through all things, which is the source energy, which is the creation, which is creation, which is what we call it's the source energy. And for me, this Lord Mietra was an ascended master that walked. It was very much like in Indian culture, but he was also very much instrumental with working with Christ in his last incarnation, and he helped Christ as a teacher for sort of like connecting with like presence and peace and stuff like that. And this is what this time's about, and this is what this Lord Mietra is bringing. It's about presence, it's about peace, it's about harmony, it's about balance, it's about union. Union is so important, and when union comes through to me, it's this white energy, and this white energy is this union with source of creation, source of light, and the union with all things, that nothing's separate. That this is the teaching that the masters bring in at the moment. There is no separation, and it's very much. And as I'm connecting into it again, I've got these white angel wings, so I know the angels are very much around me as I'm connecting into this. Lord Mietra is very much Prince of like very much around peace, and I want to say like Prince of Peace, but that was like the Christ sort of vibration. But I feel like this resonates and connects to this Lord Mietra, and it's very much around sort of union, peace, and presence. And presence is so important, because presence is also about union, and it's about this connection to source energy. The more present we are, the more we're in our own source energy, and the more that we're present, again, this connects to the universal law of correspondence. When we're in our own vibration, our own source vibration, when we're in that, and this is like meditation, but it's on a whole different level, because like meditation, a lot of people use the mind for meditation, but when I'm talking about presence in source energy, it's like you are that vibration, you are that frequency, you are that energy. So you vibrate in oneness with all things and all beings, and this is what this presence, and this is what I feel this Lord Mietra is bringing, this kind of presence where you are connected to all things at once. And again, this presence is very much important as a teaching, because presence is source creation in sort of like is the source energy, the source vibration and creation in that moment. And that's where this power comes from again, which this power is about union, it's about oneness. Said this yesterday. It's very much around this, and this is what this teaching is about today. um so this is what it's bringing. It's bringing about this kind of source energy and this presence where we're in oneness. And when we're in oneness, we're in our creative spark, our creative essence, but we're in our source essence energy, we're in our source energy. And this is where again it connects to the ascended master and the universal law of transmutation and transformation. The fact that Saint Germain, it dissolves, it removes, but it's also about ascension again. Every single master that brings these teachings is about this oneness vibration, about the universal law of oneness, and the ascension of being in that oneness vibration again with all realities and all light frequencies. But each and every one of us has the potential to open up and to access this six-dimensional creation, six-dimensional frequency and vibration, which is about oneness. And so how can you develop oneness? How can you develop presence and peace and this vibration, a union with all things? It's about also, oneness is about unconditional. It's about this unconditional vibration that we've all got and that we're all connecting to at the moment. And this is the six-dimensional reality and expression as well, because it's about unconditional. It's about the source energy is unconditional. It creates and it sort of sustains all things and all beings, and the creative source energy that is in all reality and all objects and all experiences is all source. It's all source reality. So it's in everything and it sustains everything. Lord Mietra is also connected, and I think it was saying he's part and also like a leader in the White Brotherhood. So the White Brotherhood is these beings, these collective beings of universal teachers of like, so you've got archangels, you've got ascended masters, and they're all part of this White Brotherhood, which is this collective, this spiritual collective of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that is very much around the planet, and they're here to bring this wisdom. As I talk about this, I've seen, like, I just see a being now that steps forward, and it looks very much like Confucius, long white beard, like sorry, sort of like prophetic sort of clothes, very long sort of shawl he wears. He's got a long white beard and he's got a long hair. So the long hair, and the fact it's white, is purity, it's truth, it's union, it's part of the source energy, because white is pure and it holds all frequencies. So this being that steps forward brings a lot of energy, a lot of wisdom, and a lot of vibrational frequencies of energy. So it's all about wisdom. And that he brings a long staff as well, and any kind of staff, it to me is like, you can see like holy men wear staffs, wisdoms, like wizards have staffs, but like I always see them as guides. And this being stepped forward, and I feel like we're talking about the White Brotherhood, and this being stepped forward, and it's symbolic of the White Brotherhood that are guiding us, bringing us this information, this energy. That the energy I feel at the moment is like, wow, it's so strong, and it's so sort of, and I feel like I'm talking quickly, and I'm so excited, and I'm so passionate, because that's the energy, that's the frequency that I'm feeling from these beings. The magnitude of the energy that's coming through with these beings is so powerful. It's so powerful, and it's just around us at the moment. So this is very simple. But the White Brotherhood is this collective of beings that is here for the ascension of the planet. It's back to oneness. It's back to this six-dimensional vibration and frequency. It's back to the source energy. And this is what this time's about. And this is what they're bringing. It's so beautiful. They bring such a beautiful energy, and it makes you feel so connected, but also so secure. You feel so secure in this energy. And again, it's that security is again that vibration, that frequency of unconditional light, unconditional love, unconditional energy. But it's really important to remember the symbolicness of this being that comes through. He has got like a yellowy sort of like, again, a yellow sort of like um sort of like shawl or something that he's wearing, and that yellow is very much around sort of like creation as well. Yellow is very much, I feel like, is like creation, but also sort of connects to like power, and you know, energy and stuff like that. But this being's got such long hair, like he's so wise. It looks like this being's lived for like thousands and thousands and thousands of years, which he would have, because it's a disembodied being of light and energy. So universal teacher would have had like thousands of incarnations or thousands and millenniums of years, and this is the kind of energy that's coming down at the moment, that's being sort of given to us as spiritual beings. And it's just, if we open up to it, I mean, so many of us, and there's so much light, there's so much energy that is being sort of I was trying to think of the word then, transmuted or trans whatever. It's been sort of like given to us anyway. It's just been sort of like, this energy is being given to us, and it's been given to us in sort of like, you know, telepathically, all these kind of ways. And there's so much energy, and these beings bring such energy. So it's very much around that, and this is what this sixth dimensional sort of reality is about. The energy's starting to drop a little bit now. I was trying to get the right words, but I didn't get the right words there, and as I was trying to talk, and I feel like the energy's dropped, and the energy's dropped because that being was around me, and it was bringing, and it's given the message, the insight, and now it's stepped back. But that white brotherhood is around us, and it's infinite light, infinite beings, and it's about us opening our channels up to that. For me, a lot of the daily practices that I do at the moment is I try and walk as that light and express it, and I walk and express as that light, in that energy, in that presence. I anchor in energy within my workplace. I anchor it in within my home. I anchor it in with everywhere. And if any being I hear about needs healing or anything like that, then I'm remotely sending energy to that person or that being. But I'm also, again, this sixth dimensional and oneness vibration is very much around, when we're healing, remember, it's for all beings. That healing goes for all beings. We're not to focus on one person, because there's many people. There's many people that are impacted by that. But also, on a soul level, there's many beings that are here and incarnated and have come back in their soul sort of as souls to gain insight and gain sort of understanding and soul lessons. And if somebody is in a situation where they're grieving and stuff, there's other beings around there, other souls that are part of that, and a part of that sort of, that being, that soul that is passing over. But they need healing, and there's also lessons to learn in that. So as we heal, we need to be seeing as a one vibration again, that all beings that have been impacted, we heal, and we look for the greatest good, the highest outcome for all of those beings that are around, because everybody's impacted by it. There's so many lessons that are being given to us at the moment. There's so much insight that's been given to it. But the fact that Lord Mietra has come through today as a universal teacher to bring this insight, we thank that energy, that light, for bringing that energy in and that information in today. We thank the angels as well for coming in, and we have gratitude, and we're grateful for what we receive, and we're grateful for what energies that are sustaining us, and how they support us, and how they serve us. How they bring this energy and this light to us, and we should be grateful for that. But the message today is about presence and peace, very much so. And I feel like, obviously, again, we've got to bring in sort of like Christ, because he was very much around peace and presence. He was very much around that, and very much around healing as well. But I do feel very much today, as I'm talking about, that presence is about union, oneness again. It's about that source energy, and about opening up to it in that sixth dimensional reality of that everything is connected, nothing's separate. These are the main teachings at the moment, and I feel these are being brought through. And again, like I said, we went from the fifth dimension. We were the fourth dimension, where we were stepping into the spiritual realities and realms. We went into the fifth dimension, where it was about they're connected and like they're here. And now the sixth dimension is about awakening to source energy, that there's no separation, and we are sort of like spiritual light beings, and we are walking in this light and this energy, and we are part of this light, this energy, these infinite realms. Very much around that, very, very much around that. So that's the insight for today. Have a great day. Please comment, subscribe. Any experiences, please share. as you see today, that the ascended masters are around us, the light energies are around us. You know, if any questions or anything, I'm sure we can you know, if we sort of access them and guidance with the angels, we can come up with some answers and understanding for anybody that's going through any kind of spiritual sort of not crisis, but spiritual sort of like um, challenges or issues at the moment. Okay, well, have a great day.